Greetings and welcome to Apps and Young Users Warning and Safeguards. If you're here, you're curious about the current digital landscape and the intersection between the digital world and our children. In today's digital world, children are immersed in social media platforms and interactive apps. These pose risks, including sexting, sexploitation, and declining mental health. In a recent advisory, Surgeon General Murthy presents some alarming statistics. 95% of teens ages 13 through 17 and 40% of those 8 through 12 are on social media, where they are commonly exposed to extreme, inappropriate, and harmful content. Murthy continues by saying those who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media face twice the risk of experiencing depression and anxiety. And finally, Murthy points out more than 1/3 of teens ages 13 through 17 report using social media almost constantly every day, and many admit to being addicted. So what are our children facing? In the spotlight and in the news recently are 3 apps. Number 1, TikTok and the trending Storytime. App number 2, Snapchat's AI selfie tool Dreams. And app number 3, Discord, an instant messaging social platform used by sexual predators. So let's talk about app number 1, TikTok and the trending Storytime. So what is Storytime? They're trends in which users post videos recounting sordid, embarrassing, tragic tales. Basically, the idea is present shocking details in intimate detail and go viral. There is a real risk with Storytime and oversharing. Note that in this table from LineWise article, The Rise of Sextortion, the percentage of victims threatened for explicit imagery, 13 and younger, is 85%. And where does this sexploitation happen? Commonly on apps like TikTok. So what are the risks of Storytime? Number 1, predators research their victims for exploitation. This exploitation can be seen in a recent FBI story about a 17-year-old teenager in a small Michigan town. He killed himself after an online chat turned to demands that he pay money to keep intimate photos secret. He did not pay, and the online predator suggested that he kill himself, and DeMeo actually did. Also, there is an addiction to going viral. The attention and the admiration can outweigh caution, and also, colleges do not love negative posts. In this linked story, a teenager, Allie Drake, said that she basically used TikTok as a diary, including things like Storytime. Her videos reached the coaches of a college water ski program that she hoped to join, and they sent her an email saying her videos were too negative. She was denied a spot on the team. I have linked 3 articles for you that you can read later on. Viral views, what does Storytime mean on TikTok? Is it safe for kids? And urgent warning over TikTok's most dangerous ever trends, and that includes Storytime. Our second focus is the app Snapchat and Dreams. So what is Dreams? Well, Snapchat has unveiled a generative AI-powered feature, and it calls it Dreams, and it uses augmented reality to create fantastical images, just like the ones you see here on the right. Users can experiment with creative identities, anything from pirates, cowboys, and mermaids. And to create Dreams, all the users have to do is agree to the terms and submit AI selfie photos, which are processed through artificial intelligence-powered models to generate stylized portraits. There is a danger, however. Dreams can feature the user and any friend who has also opted in. It's an in-app purchase, so after 8 free AI-generated selfies, this could become a money pit. And in the terms of agreement, by using Dreams, you are granting Snap, its affiliates, and other users of the services and its businesses, etc., to basically own these images and to use them and distribute them without having to notify the user. Now, while Dreams in itself may not seem nefarious, basically the catch is when students are drawn into Snapchat using things like Dreams, they become even more at risk by being lured in. For example, this Cicero man sentenced to 30 years started off with Snapchat offering vape pens and posing as an identity that was not really his own. Our third app is Discord, which is an instant messaging social platform. So Discord is a free communication app, and it allows users to share voice, video, and text chat with friends, game communities, and developers. It's got hundreds of millions of users, making it one of the most popular ways to connect with people online. So you can use this for group texting, voice chatting, posting GIFs, sharing memes, and screenshots. It can also be used in-game. So what are the risks? Well, instant messaging apps like Discord are used by sexual predators to chat with victims. Predators have targeted kids by using Discord's public servers to send direct messages. This happened here in an article linked to this Middletown man. And also, instant messaging apps like Discord afford desired levels of privacy and secrecy that is preferred by sexual predators. Also, there's an addictive nature of sexting. Once a teen gets started, they are very likely to become addicted to this nature of communication. I've linked two articles here, one about a Middletown man who was arrested for coercing, exploiting children online using Discord. And if you want to know more, I've linked also the Parent's Ultimate Guide to Discord. So the FBI definitively supports these claims. Notice that today is November the 19th. And just in the past few days, here are 3 news stories that point out the dangers of these apps that I have been telling you. Number one, this November 15th news story about the dangers of altered photos and the potential of AI-generated images to be used in sexploitation. Also on November 15th, the San Antonio man talks about the dangers of private messaging apps in general. And November 16th, the dangers of instant messaging social media platforms that allow anonymity. I recommend you contact the FBI to call for tighter restrictions against crimes involving social media use, and the link is posted. The State Attorney General also supports these claims. Here are 3 recent stories that support all the claims that I've been making. Here, October the 5th, talks about the dangers of chatting apps like Discord. On October the 12th, the dangers of oversharing, such as story time, and predators using this information to catch the unwary in sextortion. And here on November 8th, the dangers of adults posing as alternative personas and potential of AI to create false photos through apps like Dreams. I recommend you contact your state attorney generals in North Carolina. That is Josh Stein. So just a few articles for you as well. Here is a link to that Surgeon General article. The social media is driving teen mental health crisis, and an article on the rise of sextortion on social media and how to protect youth. I also have some personal experience. My nephew was actually caught in a sexploitation ring. Lucky for my nephew, my sister is a lawyer and was able to handle the case, but it wasn't pretty. And also, I hate to admit it, but my teenage son was also involved in an instance of sexting, which we were able to catch very early on, but caused grief to us and to the family of the teenage girl that he was sexting with. Also, here are 3 scholarly professional journal articles talking about similar things to the DeMeo incident of an adolescent committing suicide, the role of attention and design cues for influencing cyber sextortion, and artificial intelligence altered videos and deepfakes, image-based sexual abuse, and data privacy concerns. There is something you can do to take control, and these are parental monitoring and blocking tools, 2 of which are Custodio and Bark. They are very similar in that they both monitor and control screen time on most devices that kids will use. And the features, they both offer dashboard monitoring. They do check digital activity timelines, browsing histories. You can use both of these apps to set time limits, to pause the internet, locate family, manage screen time, block websites and apps. The real difference is in the price. Bark is significantly more expensive at $29 per month, which is like $350 per year, whereas Custodio is about $55 per year. There is a neat feature about Bark, and you can actually get a phone that comes with all of these features built in. I recommend you stay informed through Access and Common Sense Media. All of my sources are listed here, and I would like to give special credit to Axis, the FBI and SAG, and Common Sense Media.